Hey! Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing a review of Blow Himself Up Dude. This is a response to my video. Yeah, that's right. I did a video asking everyone to review me. In response, Eric reviewed me. Thank you very much for your feedback. Thank you to everyone for their feedback. And then in his video, he asked everyone to review him. Now, I was going to do this earlier, but due to school, work, personal reasons, and just the summer itself, I haven't had a chance. But here you go. Here's a review for you, Eric. Two things is, one, this video is going to be directed to you. I'm going to talk like I'm talking to you. Two, I brought someone along to help out. Yes, Depth Charge here. He's going to help me out on the review. You are never going to get your hands on Eric. I have more weapons and more means to stop you from getting my depth charge. My cats guard my figures at night. They will rip your eyes out if you ever try to get them. So, buy your own. But yes, depth charge will be in on this review. First thing I want to say, and this is going to be a very casual review. There's going to be no format to it whatsoever, no rhyme or reason. See, the disc launcher still works too. That's pretty amazing. There's going to be no rhyme or reason. It's just going to be casual. I guess there's going to be rhyme or reason, but it's going to be very casual. Unlike a lot of my videos, I tend to have some kind of format to them. But I'm just going to, I guess, rant or blog. I don't know what the appropriate word would be in this. But first thing I want to say is, Eric, you are a good reviewer. You are good. You do reviews very well. Anything and everything I say in this video cannot take away from how good you are. You've been on YouTube for what, 10 months? Maybe, and you got 600 subscribers, that's an accomplishment in itself. So anything I say in this video cannot take away what you've accomplished and how good you are. However, I am a reviewer, so I have to give you the cold hard facts on what you could improve on and what you could change. I hope you do not take any of what I say personally. This is just coming from a professional standpoint, or as professional as YouTube can be. I mean, God, I talk about toys. But whatever, with that said, there's a few things I want to talk about, so touch on about. First thing is I want to talk about your chat. Now, when your chats first showed up, they were nice. I liked the first chat. I enjoyed it. But since then, they got so boring. This is just me personally. I know a lot of people like them, but they're just you talking to a bunch of people agreeing about a subject. What I would really like to see is you sit down with someone and have a debate on a subject. Because a lot of your videos are you guys just agreeing about something. Like, J-Train will be like, oh, the G.I. Joe movie is just going to look so bad. And you'd be like, yeah, I know it's going to look bad. It's just like you guys agreeing on a lot of stuff. Now, I know you did a video with someone on Marvel versus DC, where someone took the side of DC and someone took the side of Marvel. I believe you took the side of DC. It's been a while since I saw the video. And that was a good attempt to have someone that had a different opinion. But the problem in that video is that you agreed on everything still. He would make a statement like, well, I don't like this happening in DC, and you go like, well, I can see that. Yeah, I don't like it either. And you would say something like, oh, well, Marvel does this wrong, and the kid would say, well, I agree, Marvel does this wrong. You guys agreed about the faults of the company. So there wasn't any really disagreement. In your chats, I think they tend to get boring after a while because they tend to be repetitive. It's not necessarily the content of it, what you guys talk about. It's just the fact that it's just you guys agreeing about what you talk about. So, again, this is just a suggestion, but it would be nice if you sat down with someone like J-Train or anyone and talk about a topic where you guys strongly disagree about something. It could be anything. Talk about someone that's a fan of Transformers that disagrees on it, or Twilight, or someone that strongly dislikes the Green Arrow or something, and try to have a debate on two conflicting ideals. That's just my opinion on the chat. I know a lot of people enjoy them, so I can't take anything away from them because they tend to be very popular. However, personally, for me, I think there should be at least some more diversity in the opinions with the chat. Second thing is opinions in themselves. I think you're a very strong, opinionated person, and you know this, and it can be a good thing, but I think it can also be a bad thing. You stated before that you tend to knock down people's opinions when you review yourself, and you understand this as a fault that you have. But I think you don't understand how bad this fault is. Let's just take, for example, Transformers. And this is probably the biggest thing where opinions clash. Now, you and I have just agreed to disagree on Transformers, and I'm not going to talk about whether or not you should like Transformers, because there's nothing I can do to convince you to like Transformers. I've agreed with you that the movie's not good. I mean, on paper, it's not a good movie. Its characters are faulty, the plot is barely there. You just don't like it. I like it. I like it despite the fact it's a bad movie. Maybe because I'm more of a Transformer fan, I'm more forgiving, or maybe the fact that I just can enjoy a movie that has faults. Whatever it is, we just agree to disagree. So this isn't going to be about Transformers. No, this is going to be about opinions. And Depth Charge and I was talking about this too. Yes. You tend to set an opinion that you have, and you tend to disagree. Sorry, the batteries had died. Actually, it's been a half hour, and I played a few games of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, owning everyone's ass online, but, yes, it's been, sorry about that. What were we talking about? What were we talking about, Depth Charge? No, not Rampage. He keeps on thinking we're talking about Rampage. No, it was opinions, yes. You're a very strong, opinionated person, and you stand by your opinion. Which I admire that. I think that's a good quality. However, I think you tend to take things a little too far with your opinion. You can come off as very harsh with your opinion to people that have differing opinions to you. And you stated this in your review of yourself. You said that you're not very gentle with other people when they have a disagreeing opinion. And not to beat a dead horse, but let's pick up Transformers for a moment. And I'm just doing Transformers because it's probably the easiest thing to talk about. You and I have kind of agreed to disagree on this. I like the movie, you don't like the movie. Pretty simple. You know, I've admitted that the movie's not very well done, the characters aren't developed, the plot isn't there, but I still like the movie. And I don't think you get that. I think, maybe it's because I'm more of a Transformer fan, maybe it's because I think that you can only do so much for robots, so I'm a little forgiving in that. Or maybe it's just the fact that I like it for whatever reason. But we've kind of come to agree to disagree on that. But I think you don't understand that, you know, just because something isn't good or someone has a different opinion on something doesn't mean that, I mean, you come out very harsh to people that have a different opinion on something. There's a lot of people that like the Transformer movie, and you automatically knock them saying, this is a horrible movie. I can't believe how you could like this. How could you even like this garbage? Well, I mean, people like it. Just because something isn't good on paper doesn't mean people don't like it. Case in point, Watchmen was a fantastically done movie, but it wasn't well received by people. At least not by most public. I mean, opening day did very well, but later on, people, everyone else. Text message. One sec. Oh, really? This is my girlfriend. One sec. But yeah, boom. Okay. Sorry about that. It's like with Watchmen. That was a fantastic movie. I think you and I both agree it was fantastic. However, a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of friends that I went with, I think I went with 3 friends, no, 2 friends and my girlfriend. None of them liked it. And 2 of which read the book. My girlfriend read the book and my friend read the book and they didn't like it. But that's just a case in point. It's opinion. It's really opinion. I mean, Transformers is not a good movie by any standards. But it's opinion. People can like it or dislike it. It's like Twilight. I mean, you and I both agree. That movie was absolutely horrible. I, like, cried watching it. I think one of my balls exploded. But people like it. And I can't deny the fact that people like it. And I'm okay with people liking it. I think you just have to leave other people's opinions alone. You take it a little too far when, in one of your chats you said, I think it was your J-Trade chat, I forget, but you said, and I quote, people who I thought were intelligent and people that I had respect for liked the Transformer movie, and I don't understand why. Well, what does that mean? I mean, does that mean if I like the movie, I lose your respect and I'm no longer intelligent? I'm sure you don't mean it to come off like that, but that was very insulting. Battery again. But that comment, I know it didn't come off like that. I know you didn't mean it to come off like that, but it came off as very insulting. I honestly did not. I did not want to watch any more of your videos after that. I kind of got over it because I realized that you probably didn't mean anything by it. But I just hope you come to realize. But some of the stuff you say can come off the wrong way. Not meaning that you mean it to come off that way. It just comes off the wrong way. But yes, I mean, you just have to let things go. You know, people have different opinions, and you got to come to realize that. You can say that you don't understand why people like it. You can say you don't like a movie, but when people say that they like the movie and you kind of knock them down for it, or anything for that matter, it can be a comic book, books itself, anything. I mean, you just got to be careful with what you say. But I hope you don't take insult by saying this. I hope you don't. I hope I don't come off as insulting you, because this is not the case. Those are just two minor points that I have wanted to point out. Besides that, you're a fantastic reviewer. You do a very good job, and you voice your opinion very well. I like how you have different takes on what should happen in what movies and comics and stuff like that. Like, your ideas for a third Batman movie was pretty interesting, and I could take that using a Grant Morrison's perspective on the Joker. But really, what I'm trying to get across is I hope you don't take any of this personally. This is just a professional standpoint. Those are two things that you need to I think personally you need to work on. Your chats, just liven them up. Like, make them different. Have two different opinions going at each other. That would be really interesting. A good debate. That, and just be careful what you say to people about, like, what they agree and what they disagree on. I mean, just be careful what you say, because, like I said, I was offended by that comment. But I've gotten over it. I put it, water under the bridge, all that kind of stuff. But other than that, you're a good reviewer. I hope you continue reviewing, and best of luck to you. So with that said, yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is Andrew in Depth Charge saying peace out for now.